This is a Nissan Leaf, and in this video I'm going to talk about the cabin filter cover. So as you can see here, I've got the glove box removed, and I've already done another video on the channel which shows you how to replace your cabin filter, and I'll put a link to that in the top of the screen and in the video description below. But you can see that white cover there, that is the cover that you take off to access the cabin filter, and these always, or nearly always, have a snapped off latch at the top of it, and when they're like that, they're not properly sealing on the air filter housing. And if your fans are on, which to be honest I need to put on because it's very hot today, but if your fans are on, let me just put this back on. That cover is constantly trying to be pushed off by the airflow, and what you find, if that top clip here is missing, the air is pushing this off all the time, and airflow is coming out the heater box all in the wrong place, going into the footwell. And actually, if your fans are turned on full speed, this will probably blow off completely and end up in the passenger footwell. So if your car is like this and that clip is broken, then you need to put a bit of gaffer tape or something over there to try to hold that onto the housing. So what's prompted me to make this video this morning is, out of the blue, I had a parcel in the post, and someone called Paul has very kindly sent me a 3D printed replacement cover for the Nissan Leaf. And this was in response to my video I'd made about changing the cabin filter, and he had to do that in his car, and what he found was the cover, well, this original cover was missing completely in his car, and it just had a bit of gaffer tape stuck over the hole, yet his car had previously been serviced at Nissan, so it does make you wonder what they're doing. But anyway, he sent me a 3D printed cover here because he printed one himself, and he printed a spare one and very kindly put it in the post and sent it to me as a gift for making that video. So I've emailed Paul and thanked him. It was very, very kind of him, and I was very interested to see the quality of these, because I haven't seen 3D printed stuff for, I don't know, 15-20 years or so, when the technology first came out, and back then they were always pretty rough and crude. But the quality of this now is so impressive. The plastic here is really smooth and accurate, and the clip at the top has got a bit of spring in it. I was just gobsmacked at the quality you can get now from a 3D printer. So I don't really know anything about 3D printing, but apparently he got the template, I guess you call it, from thingiverse.com. So I'll put a link to that in the video description below as well. But if you've got a 3D printer, then you can get the template and print these yourselves. And I also had a look on eBay to see whether anyone was listing them on eBay, but at the moment in the UK no one had any listed. So if you've got a 3D printer and you want to make a bit of money, then I'm sure they would sell, because these original Nissan ones are £25, and these replacements, they don't actually have to be any cheaper really, because these Nissan ones, they're not very good. That top clip snaps almost every time you go to use it. So if these are any stronger, then all I'm trying to say is they don't actually need to be cheaper. So thank you very much, Paul. It's very kind of you for sending me that. And I've taken the glove box out of this Leaf and had a look at the original cover here. And this is just like most of them. It's missing the clip. So this one is going to be going straight back in this vehicle. So that's it really. That's all I want to share on this video, apart from just to say, if you want to buy an original Nissan one, I'll put the part number of these in the video description below. But yeah, maybe search on Amazon and eBay first to see if anyone's offering 3D printed ones, or if you can print these, maybe just put your details in the video description below. So that's it for this video. Just show you some comparisons there. So as always, if you found it useful, please do click the thumbs up and do subscribe. Oh, and if you want to see more videos on the Nissan Leaf, I will also put a link to a playlist in the video description below where you can see other videos I've made on the Leaf. And I'll see you on the next video.